compressed natural gas vehicles that reflect the ongoing transformation within the armed forces of Nigeria were handed over to the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gwambi Musa, through the Minister of State Defense, Dr. Bello Matawale, on Tuesday, 1st July 2025, at the Mogadishu Cantonment, Abuja. In his remarks, Minister of State Defense said the commissioning of the CNG vehicles is a direct fulfillment of Mr. President's strategic vision to reposition Nigeria as a global player in clean energy adoption and to set the public sector on the front line of climate-conscious governance.
It is therefore both logical and visionary that we harness these God-given resources to power our means of transportation. By transitioning a portion of armed forces vehicles to CNG, while reducing operational fuel costs significantly and contributing to national. We need action first, and I believe they are equal to the task. As you have seen, the CDS is already mentioned in his speech, and the military are doing their best, particularly on fighting terrorism. And our CDS is up to that standard. Therefore, with this new fleet, I believe it will add value to our military and armed forces so as to enter all the areas that we have security challenges to flush out those criminals. And I know that the military are all committed to ensure that in the next 1 year, Nigeria will be free from all criminalities. Therefore, we wish them well, and the federal government is ready. The President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is passionate to make provision of all the needs of armed forces. So we have no excuse. Both the armed forces and the Ministry of Defense, we have no excuse because whatever we want, the President has already provided that for us. So we assure Mr. President that the military and the Ministry of Defense will do all it can to ensure that Nigeria is free from these terrorists and other criminals in this nation.
The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gwambi Musa, in his remarks, stressed that the introduction of CNG vehicles into the Defense Headquarters fleet is a clear demonstration of the federal government's dedication to reducing carbon emissions, enhancing fuel efficiency, and ensuring cost-effective service delivery.
The introduction of the CNG vehicles into the Defense Headquarters fleet is a clear demonstration of the federal government's dedication to reducing carbon emissions, enhancing fuel efficiency, and ensuring cost-effective service delivery. Unlike traditional fuel sources, CNG offers a cleaner, safer, and more affordable alternative, aligning our mobility strategy with global best practices in sustainable development. Hence, this initiative is directly aligned with the renewed hope agenda of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which prioritizes innovation, energy efficiency, and sustainable development. In doing so, we enhance operational effectiveness while supporting national developmental goals.
The Program Director, PCNGI, Engineer Michael Olubemi, revealed that the organization is currently in discussion with the Defense Headquarters on capacity development programs for the armed forces.
I'll see over 5,000 vehicles of Army personnel converted to CNG. I believe this deserves a round of applause. And this is one of many collaborations. Here with the headquarters, the Defense Headquarters, we already advanced in discussions and will be finalized in a few weeks. Capacity development programs for the armed forces. We are also discussing with all the other hands, Navy and Air Force, and we are finalizing a memorandum of understanding, not just around capacity development, but also sharing facilities, especially daughter stations, training centers, and conversion centers across the country. Becoming energy independent and secure is a task that must be done.
Dignitaries at the commissioning include the Minister of State of Defense, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Defense, the Chief of Defense Staff, Executive Chairman of the Presidential CNG Initiative, senior principal officers of the Armed Forces, senior officers and members of the Presidential CNG Initiative. This initiative is directly aligned with the renewed hope agenda of the President, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which prioritizes innovation, energy efficiency, and sustainable development. For the Armed Forces of Nigeria, it will enhance operational effectiveness while supporting national developmental goals. Olaimi Eso, First Point TV.